Hello, it's me, McMac, back once again with another indie game. And today we're checking out the demo for Exofactory, which you can guess is a factory automation game. Graphically look kind of interesting. Figured we would try it out. We do love a good factory automation game. Let's go, new game. Okay, so we apparently, and there was a little like AI voiceover that happened a moment ago here that I will pass over that you guys can check out. But basically, we're a robot that was left on this planet that was supposed to be getting terraformed, and now it seems like we've reached sentience because we've been waiting here for so long, like over 1,000 years. And we're like, it was kind of interesting actually. The writing was kind of talking about like this existential crisis that this robot is facing, and now we're kind of having an out-of-body experience as a robot. Yeah, but we're here now, so we can interact with a building, which is this one.
I know visualizing functionality isn't too normal, but I find it comforting. And looking at what functionality there is, it looks like I'll need all the comfort I can get.
Okay.
What I can do is disassemble lesser used parts of myself to gain just enough to put together a little external frame I can occupy. The important thing is to not dwell on the fact that I disassembled lesser used parts of myself. If humans can take out lesser used parts, so can I. The little guy won't be too capable, but it's better than nothing. Better than dying in a box in the desert. At least there's hope now. I'll make an exoframe and think of what to do next. I just need to remember to stay focused on my core visualization when making things manually. Cores were never meant to make anything, so I need to make sure I misuse the systems properly.
Okay. Yeah, some interesting dialogue coming in from this little sentient bot, but apparently we need to break down some stuff and make a little exoframe here, which is what we're doing now. Actually, I didn't need to break anything down. It's just making an exoframe. Okay, well that's being crafted. Is that going to continue? Oh no, it looks like I need to focus in on this. Okay, I can't leave the screen while it's being created. All right. Okay, where's the exoframe?
And when I am occupying
just
an
this little thing.
exoframe, I can move around for real. Moving my perspective in a sensor fusion virtual representation is one thing, but moving in the world for real is another.
Okay.
When I am occupying an exoframe, I can switch back to my global view at any time. When I am in my global view, I can switch back to the exoframe. I'll try switching back and forth a few times. Then I'll think of what to do next. As always, the strange guide is there to the left. At this point, I know the deal.
All right. Thank you.
Now that I can move around in the real world, I need to think of what is next.
Okay.
Well, I can't keep tearing myself apart, that's for sure.
I can get some
and
zinc.
I was sent to industrialize this world. I could start by finding resources and building up some infrastructure.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. What is this?
I'm not doing it because I was programmed to.
Iron ore.
I'm doing it because I want to. Wait,
sure.
Do I want to build infrastructure because I was programmed to?
Probably. Probably you do.
There are too many pressing
oh my
more
God,
important
you talk
things.
a lot.
I cannot spend time worrying about this. Not yet, at least. Regardless
All right. Oh
of the
my
state of free
God,
will,
you're still
and if I have
talking.
it in a deterministic universe, I need to mine some ore.
Yeah, I'm mining ore.
I imagine that I should
mining
have some
ore,
sort
but
of
you're still
ore
talking.
skinning system, and I suspect a more developed
my
version
goodness.
of me would. But for now, I don't. I'll have to look around the ground for rocks like a meat-based intelligence. I imagine a meat-based intelligence would like to collect rocks as a hobby. It feels weird to me, but everyone has to find their muse somewhere. I'll just focus on finding a rock somewhere and gather some ore. It may not look like it, but the exoframe is an adequate mining machine. Okay, now that I have some ore, I realize that I need to be able to process it. Let me think.
Okay. It's hard to do voiceover over this one. This is this computer that I apparently
have some designs
just keeps
somewhere
talking
deep in my memories
nonstop.
that I can use.
Just constantly talking. Constantly talking, so I'm just going to talk over it. I can't change the audio,
Done.
so...
It took a little bit of the DD
we
rescue
are...
subsystem,
oh,
but
God.
I think I got them.
Oh, my God.
I found a bunch of other interesting stuff. I now have the ability to build mining machines, furnaces, and the belts to connect everything.
Please stop. Please stop talking.
Iron
I'm
ore
trying
is
to
exciting.
talk.
It's the basis of most of what I can make.
Oh
No
my
lead or
god, it
dye?
just keeps
Rust.
going and
And zinc
going
lets
and
us prevent
going
that
and
on the
going
cheap.
and going and going and going.
Now that I have basalt ore, I can start creating discrete by
Oh my
hand
goodness
or in the
gracious.
furnace. Copper ore
It's
means
still
copper ingots are
talking.
on the table
You're
now.
still
I'm looking
talking.
forward to creating some wires.
Why are you still talking? Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, they definitely need to do something about that. That is, this sentient computer is like really obnoxious. It never stops talking. What the heck's going on with my movement? Sometimes the movement just kind of like stops and then goes forward. It's really weird too because I'm supposed to be inside this thing, but I'm actually like above it when I look down. And the animations look really weird when you're running and going up and down like this. It looks really bizarre. That's fine. We will endeavor to ignore little things like that. Mining's really easy. The other thing I was noting too, like creating this little exo frame took forever, and so you're just kind of like staring at the screen, watching a bar move up for like a minute and a bit. So yeah, that's the first experience. I think the idea that they're going with is like, oh, we never want to do that again. I think the AI even mentions that you don't want to do that again. But anyways, it's fine. So let's look around. We can enter building mode by hitting E. We also see exoframe information. So that's our okay, that's how much stuff we have in our inventory. Great. And we can enter building mode using E, so production, extraction, a mining machine, special, or logistics. Okay, so we've got straight, elevated, curved, elevated, splitter storage, merger storage, and a lifter. So we can make an extraction something or other here. Okay, how does this? Too far, must be placed on an extraction site. Is this not an extraction site? Oh, something popped open for a second there. Insufficient materials. Okay, so we can't build that. Logistics, production, no buildings available in this category yet. Okay, but let me see here. If it says we need, it says we need low power wire and structural iron is what we need to make. All right, what do we make for this? Structural iron, structural iron, structural iron, structural iron, structural iron. Okay, so wires and iron. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to make that over here for now, manually? Yeah, okay. So we can make ingots, bascrete, zinc ingots, stuff like that. So let's make this first, I guess. Can I make it? Oh, how do I? Iron ingots. Oh, do I need to like throw that in here, I guess? Okay, we gotta throw that in there. So we gotta throw all of our stuff in there. Do I have to be focusing in on it? Oh god, I have to be focusing in on it. It just stops if I don't. Oh, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a long while.
With iron
And
ingots,
she's
I can
back.
roll out structural iron. This is the beginning of a beautiful relationship. For real though, I think I'm gonna use a ton of the stuff.
All right, so I'm noticing I already have a little bit of the structural iron here and this. I'm gonna pull that out into my exo frame here. I have to watch the screen for it to actually make stuff, so it's gonna be a while for it to do all of that. What do I need to make? I can make another frame as well. I don't know how that benefits me yet. I'm guessing we need some copper to do wire? That's my guess. Is that going to...
Copper ingots and storage, I can start making low power
power
wire to
wire,
hook
yeah.
everything
Okay.
together.
Okay, so I went and I just made a bunch of stuff. The AI just like never stops talking. Ever. But I made some of the basics, whatever I had in my inventory here, so I think this gives us enough to like get something started. Where is that iron? I think the iron is gonna be the most biggest thing we need first. So we're gonna create a extraction, a mining machine here. Okay, so that links in now.
Now that I can mine
And-
properly, I will
yeah.
be able to produce ore by the ton.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just wish I could turn the voiceover off, but I don't seem to be able to do that. Okay, let's dig it into the ground. It'd be nice if they added like a better animation there, because it just looks like it's digging dirt and it's not really doing anything. It'd be nice if they added like an actual hole to that, because the actual design of the device and all that's pretty interesting. How do I interact with this? Just click on it, and it's
The
just
rate of
got ore
production
here.
for any given mining
Much
machine,
faster
along with what it makes,
rate
is
of production.
dependent of the ore it sits on.
So that's good. We got iron ore now. Can I do anything with that? Production-wise, I can create a furnace. Okay. So let's get a furnace going. Can I just like... How do I rotate this bad boy? All right. There's an in and an out indicated by a red red indicator, okay. So let me just throw, oh, I need iron ingots and I need copper ingots for that, okay. Fair enough. Where's the core? It's over here. So we need more iron ingot. We need iron ingots here. And we're gonna have to go get some copper. But we do need structural iron. Oh, hang on, we need to throw this in here, and then we need to make iron ingots. What's going on here, game? It won't let me scroll up. It is, okay, it's having a little bit of challenges getting, there's no scroll bar here, and it's like relying on my mouse. It's a little bit weird. I now have to wait for all of this to be created, so I'll be back in like maybe 4 minutes. Let's give it 4 minutes. All right, so I've literally just been staring at this bar fill up over and over again for the last few minutes, waiting for all this stuff to process. That took forever. I really wish I didn't have to do that. My life would be better. And I got to do the same thing for this. I'm going to make all of this, but I need structural iron to do anything. Once you get this, it feels like things will open up a little bit. But getting that initial supply chain gonna take some tedious building. Yeah, it's not going to be great. It's also very difficult to work in this menu, so it's difficult to like stop making stuff. So I kind of have to like click on something that I know I don't have. Otherwise, it just automatically starts making this stuff. Right? If I were to click on something that I have, see, it just starts automatically making, and I have to click off. There's no way to like stop. The stop button is like stuck at the top of the menu. So they're gonna have to fix that because this is totally broken, unfortunately. Anyways, we have now some stuff that I think we need. So we can try playing around a little bit with doing something over here. This thing looks like it's full, so it stopped working. Now we should be able to build a furnace. Whoa, we don't have any copper ingots. Oh, heavens. All right, can I build a extractor on this thing? Probably. Like that. Is that gonna... That's gonna be extracting, okay. That is doing the extraction thing. I don't know where the output and inputs of these things are. A little bit unclear. There's no quick select either. I gotta like click and drag. This is another thing that'll be nice, just like a click selection of stuff in there. Everything, it just feels a little bit slower than it needs to be in the early game. Everything's just a little bit tedious, including like the voiceovers. It's just like a little bit too much. All right, well now I gotta process all this, so I'll be back in a couple minutes. If I can click on the copper ingot button, I'm not sure if I can. Yeah, so I had to go back and get more copper because I accidentally made too much copper because I can't stop and I can't determine how many I'm making here. It's just kind of like builds until it's done or until you move off onto something else, but then you don't have like the stop button is off. Oh, there you go. I got the stop. Oh, no, it's gone now. I can't get to it. There it is. Okay, I got to the stop button. So I'm just going to stop now. The other thing I noticed too is like you could split stacks and stuff like that, but then it immediately closes the window for some reason once I split it. So like if I go like here, it just closes the window. If I right click on there, yeah, everything is just, it's just lacking polish in terms of the flow of this game right now, unfortunately. Well, let's see though if we can get at least some sort of supply chain going on or not in this. So we have this guy here.
Okay, now that I have a
And
furnace,
now-
I can
okay.
route ore into the
Yes,
input
we
with
know
belts.
that. We got
From
it.
there,
I'm
I
gonna
get
talk
the
over
ore
you
out
and
of
be
the other
rude
side.
because you keep talking
Like
over me.
most buildings, I will need to interact with it to
Alright, we're going
configure it
to-
properly. I can't just
we're
consume
going
ingots and the like. I
to
need to use them
logistics
somehow.
here.
Now I can with the new to me
Is this,
fabricator.
does that come out of there? Where does this come out of? Where is this? Where do I put this? Where does this go? Is that, I think it's here. I think that's, yeah, okay. Yeah, so it'd be nice if that's like some sort of indicator. Like I don't know where this would go outside of like the visual cue that looks like an output is there. So I will put it there. So luckily, I'm just kind of lucky that I set it up that way. I'm out of structural iron already though. So it means I'm gonna have to go make more, which is gonna take a few minutes. So let me be back on that as well. Okay, so I managed to get enough of these to make this work. Now we got to configure this thing to tell it what to make.
I can configure what is made in the
And
furnace by selecting the
so-
production mode tab.
Yeah, no manufacturing production mode. Oh, here we go. Production mode. We're gonna make iron ingots over here. So that will automate that. Okay, cool. So that's going at least. We got our first automation going. So now we got iron ingots being created here. How cool. Oh my god, it's so loud too. Okay. It is making, yeah, it's making it relatively slowly. I don't know if we can make more of these, if this is the most sufficient thing. It says it's using power, but I haven't had to like hook up power to anything yet, so I'm not quite sure if that's something we need to do later. And it just hasn't exposed that to me yet, or if this is giving off power. And every once in a while my thing just kind of stops and I can't move forward. Is this giving me power? Doesn't say. Doesn't say at all. In any case, so I got to come back here now to make more stuff. I'm just gonna put that in there for now. So the next stage of this is to make a fabricator, which, yeah, I need more structural iron. Okay. All right. And I'm stuck again. I can't move. I can't move? I'm completely stuck. What is going on? So you need to make more structural iron, which will take another few minutes. Sorry, guys. Okay, I made some more structural iron. I don't know if I could just hook that up directly like that.
I now have
I
a
think
fabricator.
so.
This means I can automate the basics.
All right,
Yay,
so
less
we are going to
handcrafting.
go in here for structural iron.
Like the furnace, I can configure what is made by selecting the production mode tab.
Yeah, okay, so that's going to make that for us, and then I presume there's going to be some sort of storage? Merger or storage, splitter storage. I don't know, maybe do a splitter for now? I need more structural iron for that itself. Okay, but we're now making that here. Like, is it being made here? Do we now have some in here? We do not. Why do we not have any in here? Production mode, structural iron. Production input is empty. Why is it empty? We have iron ingots in here. Why are they not automatically going in here? Why are they not going here? Okay. Well, I put some in there, so it's making it. I don't know why it's not automatically filling. I guess it's not filling because there's no, okay, hang on. So let's take that out. Yeah, there's no quick click to get this out. I gotta drag it out. All right, drag that out. Drag this out. How do I? How do I delete mode? Delete. Okay, let's delete this. Delete this. Delete it. Can I delete it? Okay, you gotta like hold it. It's a weird interface. Okay. Cancel, delete. Let's make one straight path here. And then let's make a production fabricator here. Is that better? Are you gonna work now? Let's see. Yeah, that's sending there. Here now we can go in production mode to make structural iron. Is that now going to automate properly? Yes. Okay, now it's working. Okay. All right. So you have to have at least one of these in between. You can't like connect them up directly. But it did indicate that it was an issue. So something else for the devs to take a look at. All right. Well, we got that going. I do like the animations and the design and the look of things, although the world is kind of like, literally it's just kind of flat because you're on a little rover. But it's got like these big mountains. So they could do some more interesting stuff just with like making the world look more interesting. The machines and all that look pretty interesting. They all have pretty decent animations. I wish this looked a little bit more like it was actually digging into the ground instead of just kind of disappearing through there. But everything works okay. The initial feedback here is just like getting through this early hump to get to the first resource. Really slow and irritating, and the voiceover gets kind of annoying after a while. The AI is a little bit annoying and distracting after a little while. So it'd be nice to be able to just like skip that or not hear it, but there's no option for that right now, unfortunately. But I think I'm gonna leave it at this. Obviously, we'll be able to kind of do the same thing over there, and so on and so on and so on. And there'll be more and more production we can do. But I'm not feeling this one, unfortunately. It's just so tedious to get it set up, and I don't really want to continue on with it right now. But if you do want to see more, let me know, and I will do my best to go back in and see where this one leads in, or if the devs see this, hopefully they can, you know, hear this feedback and kind of work on tweaking this thing to make it a little more fun. Early on, it's just not that much fun. It's just a lot of waiting around, watching scroll bars scroll. So this has been Exoframe. This is on a beta, or not a beta, but a demo that's available on Steam right now, so you can check it out yourself if you want. But it is kind of tedious to get started with. Hopefully they can make some enhancements though, because I do love a good automation game. Everything looks really good too, so it looks like it'd be a lot of fun once you kind of ease up and clean out those kind of early parts of the game to make things a little bit easier to get into. I think you could have a lot of fun with this one. Thanks as always for watching though, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care!